WHA business can be broken down into 4 business hubs, which are utilities and power, logistics, industrial developments, and digital platform hubs, where business synergy can be seen throughout. At the same time, WHA also has unique cash recycling process through REITs. We are Team B3, and we would like to issue a buy recommendation with a target price of 4.47 baht, presented a 32% upside. But why a buy on WHA? First, the company has favorable industry trend and strong business position. Second, there's an ability to generate strong cash flow. And lastly, there's an upside potential with limited risk.
Now we will dig deeper how the industry trend shapes the future performance of the company. Let's start with the IE hub first. Since the first introduction of EEZ, people may never know how impactful it will be in the future. But now the new city plan has already been announced with 50% more industrial zone. Unlike never before, the clearer picture of EEZ makes it can gain more trust from investors. The infrastructure project also stated according to the plan, along with attracting more FDI with the lowest tariff on export and the longest period of the tax exemption among ASEAN countries. From that, WHA has ability to serve the upcoming demand for the investor because 9 out of 11 IEs under the management of WHA are located in EEZ, making it to be an industrial developer who manages the largest portion of the area in this industrial zone. More than that, WHA has 2 upcoming IE plus 8,000 light of the land bank, which is ready to be developed. So it's time for us to realize the upcoming potential of EEZ. Our logistics hub also gets the benefit from the industry trend. Thailand is located in the heart of Asia with the potential to become the logistics hub of ASEAN in the growing time of e-commerce. The e-commerce market in Thailand is expected to be $11 billion in 2025. The direct benefit to WHA is that the third-party logistics and the e-commerce company, which is 45% of our customers, tend to increase their demand for the logistics facilities. From that, in 2025, we expect the additional demand for the distribution center to grow by 800,000 square meters with some specific requirements. Basically, the location is still the main factor that the investor looking for, and WHA can serve this part really well. But the bigger site with higher roof warehouse is required. Normally, the small developer has no ability to serve this kind of warehouse, but the WHA can serve build-to-suit to meet the specific needs in site, height, and functions, and already develop the technological equipment to enhance its customer operations. To recap, the leader position, ability to serve the increasing need for customer, and the credible image allow the WHA to capture the rise in demand for favorable industry trend.
Next, WHA also has the ability to generate strong cash flow, which came from 2 sources, starting with utilities and power. With its business synergy, higher land sale leads to an increase in both water and electricity demand, resulting in higher water sales volume. As you can see from the historical data, apart from that, WHAUP also has a growth potential from, first, business strategy, which shift to industrial water with a higher margin. Second, there is an excess capacity, which allows WHAUP to enjoy economy of scale. With these reasons, utilities and power account for the largest portion that provide strong recurring income to the group. Moreover, WHA also has a unique capital recycling to REITs. Increase in new contracts leads to a higher asset sale to REITs, which WHA has a plan to do this every year. Here, WHA Logistics Loop can give you the clearer picture. Starting with the higher demand for logistics hub, WHA needs to build more projects to serve its demand, which its revenue came from, first, rental revenue, second, sale of assets to REITs, which we realize in a huge amount of profit and receive it as a cash for future investment. Together with the rising of e-commerce trend, act as a catalyst to help this loop flow smoothly and efficiently. To sum up, strong recurring income from utilities and power, plus unique capital recycling to REITs, this allows WHA to enjoy strong cash flow generation.
From these 2 drivers, it leads to upside potential with limited risk. Before we go into valuation, We will go through growth potential of each business hub. First, industrial estate. Drive from two drivers, which are EC attract investment and infrastructure improvement, drive the land price growth, result in 19% revenue growth over the next 5 years. And second, logistic business driven by e-commerce expansion and cash recycling strategy of the company leads to 14% revenue growth over the next 5 years and ROA increase up to 6.4% due to better asset utilization. Third, utilities and powers grow along with industrial estate expansion leads to, and business shift to the higher value added products leads to 6% revenue growth and higher gross profit margin up to 39%. To sum up, logistics business is expected to grow 14% and real estate and industrial estate expected to grow 19% from two main drivers, which are EEC and e-commerce trend, which are the growth of the WHA, which are the potential growth of the WHA growth, and utilities and power expected to grow 6% as a strong recurring income, the cushion of the economic downturns. For the overall group, we expect revenue to grow 11% over the next 5 years, and net profit continue to grow 13%, confirm a strong financial performance. According to our financial performance, we come up with the 5 recommendation of the target price 4.47 baht per share using some of the parts of 3 business components. First, industrial estate and logistics hub through PE multiple 17.6 times, getting the value of 2.78 baht per share. And this 17.6 times PE derived from average forward PE of its peers. And this level also close to the historical average of WHA at 17.9 times, confirm 17.6 times as an appropriate level. Second, utilities and powers, evaluated by discount cash flow model with weighted average cost of capital 6.6% and terminal growth 2%, which consists of 2 business, water and power business, with a cumulative value of 25 billion. As WHA owns 70% of WHAUP, so the total value of WHA utility is 1.13 baht per share. Third, REITs, evaluated by market values and asset, and these 4 REITs result in 0.56 baht per share. Summing all these parts together, we come up with 4.47 baht per share target price as our final valuation.
Still, there are some risks for you to consider as an investor. We recognize that WHA faces inherent business risks presented in this risk matrix. But today, we are going to walk you through just one specific risk, the changes in macro factors. For WHA, there are 2 main concerns. First, if EEC fails to attract FDI, there will be a lower land transfer or industrial estate. Second, the e-commerce trend slowdown will result in the lower new contract on the logistics business. However, the impact on WHA fundamentals is limited. Why? It's because of the business diversification that leads to the limited downside risk. As you can see from here, that the revenue structure are generated by various business, plus the strong recurring income supported by utilities. Just to double check, we also project that what would happen in the worst case scenario. Our sensitivity analysis shows that this will only reduce the target price from 4.47 baht to 3.1 baht, confirming the upside potential with limited risk. So, with these 3 key drivers, first, favorable industry trend, second, the ability to generate strong cash flow, and last, the upside potential with limited risk. This is WHA that we recommend you to buy. Thank you for listening, and now we are ready for your questions. Thank you.
So you mentioned on the risk side, you see the fact that the EC might not work and all the things. I think you forget to mention one factor that just happened this year, which is the pandemic outbreak. Do you see any impact from coronavirus?
Our team do see the impacts on coronavirus on our valuation. However, the impact will be minimal because we see this as only a short-term shock to the stock, which will cause the demands in China to fall. However, in the long term, if EEZ really works, our customer from China will definitely come to Thailand for sure. And in the long run, even if we cannot sell the land in this year and we can sell it later, the land price are still going to increase, meaning that in the long term, the impact of coronavirus on the valuation will be minimal.
And when you say that the downside list is limited because even though the land, they cannot sell the land sale, they can still generate revenue from other business. I understand that the utility and the growth on the water side is kind of linked to the land sale because once they sell the land, those will transfer to the growth on the other segment. So have you factored those into the model, or you just assume that the land sale will not sell, but the utility still grow?
Actually, because the business diversification, the WHA do not have only industrial estate. It also has a logistic business, which has a different risk factors. Utility also grow, and if the land price growth is drop, so it affects the utility also. It's only growth, but it will not decrease because next year the factory in the industrial estate still use the water anyway. For the logistic business is a reason of the limited downside because it has a different risk factors and different potential to grow. It captures not only ready-built factories or factory and warehouse in EEZ area. It captures opportunity of the e-commerce expansion also. So we have WHA has a quite diversified business.
Last question for me. So it's very interesting that you mentioned the new map, the new city map. So you're the first guy to do it. Is there any impact to what?
First of all, please take me to this purple zone. First of all, we have seen that people are talking about EEZ for a long time, and many investors still lose the trust from it. But because of previously the plan hasn't been announced yet, and the last plan was from 2013, so many sectors cannot take that action yet. But with this new plan announced at the end of last year, so the purple zone has been increasing for 50%, right? For now, the developer can now begin their action. They can acquire more land or start building that project. And this will generate a trust for the investor to come to more this part. So this will generate more trust, and then will make easy, will be a clear picture and building for the path for the success, which will increase the land transfer.
The problem before is EEZ development is announced by the government, but the purple area do not increase until the December last year. So if the conglomerate or the foreign company want to build a factory in Thailand, so they have a legal problem because if they build and that area turn out to be the purple area, so they cannot operate at all. And this new city plan is the answer for all of this doubt.
Thank you.
Yes, due to Thailand uncertainty, political, right, and budget has been put on hold. Are there any plan and impact on the